Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today I'll be comparing the plasma gun with the Enclave plasma gun. Specifically, I'd like to know if the damage difference between the two is actually noticeable when you're in combat. And I'll be testing this a couple of ways. First, I'll be testing anti-armor versions of both guns, and then I'll be testing vampire versions of both guns. And so I have them all modded the same as far as the gun mods go, with the Prime Capacitor, aligned flamer barrel, stabilized stock, and a reflex sight. And they both have, for the first test, they both have anti-armor and faster fire rate, but different third stars, but that won't matter since we're not going to be in VATS. So first we'll be starting off with the Enclave plasma rifle. And you can see on the card, I am full health, so you can see on the card the damage is 72 ballistic, 84 energy. And a regular plasma rifle is 65 ballistic and 75 energy, which means the Enclave does about 11% more on the card. So let's see if that actually translates to something that's noticeable.
Small.
Well, you can see they things die pretty quickly. If I can hit them, that is. Now, running West Tech isn't something that I do all that often, so I'm not super efficient at it. And when I say I don't do it all that often, that means I never ever do it. Jetpack definitely helps with this, though. Oh, level 100 legendary went down pretty quickly.
West Tech.
Not really sure why I'm getting a mix of levels. I just kind of assumed everything would be max. But yeah, everything goes down rather quickly with this gun. Still haven't reloaded. I haven't quite used half the ammo. And I'm not going to be doing a bullet count or anything like that to see what, do a side-by-side comparison. This is mostly just, if I was going to use the weapon, would I notice a difference between the different plasmas? But yeah, so far this thing works, and this isn't really a weapon I've used at all. I've had this plasma in my stash for quite a long time. Alright, yeah, everything goes down really... Yeah, this is a nice gun. I see why people like these so much. Uh-oh, something bit me. I guess I can only open that room remotely. Alright, well so far, this is pretty impressive. Can I... Where are you? Alright, can I do through the floor? Yes, I can. Through the floor, no problem. Wow, okay. So this... okay, so I think we've seen this kills things pretty quickly. I think for the rest of West Tech, we will switch over to the regular plasma. Alright, back to the maze. The other part of the maze. Oh, there we go. There's a guy. Level 100. Goes down quickly as well. I am honestly not paying attention to the damage numbers, so I don't know. I'll notice that when I'm editing. But for now, I'm just playing as I would. Just going around pointing in my gun and shooting at things. And so far... I am not noticing a difference in terms of how quickly things die. It seems to be very fast for both guns. At least with the anti-armor version. And the reason I wanted to do this test is I actually have another character that's been trying to find an automatic version of the Enclave plasma so I could roll it as legendary, and I just cannot find one equipped how I want. Whereas with the regular plasma, you can just get the plan and learn all the mods and mod it however you want. So I would like to know if if it's worth bothering for the Enclave if you're not really going to notice a difference when you're actually using it. Oh, there is another one. And he dies quickly. They all die quickly. And that's not all the enemies. There's another one hiding. Now, obviously, they're not all max level. We're getting a mix of, all the levels of things. I'm hearing footsteps, but that doesn't... Oh, there we go. Yep, just kind of instant death, whether I'm using the regular plasma or the Enclave. So, yeah, I can't tell a difference, honestly. Like, I would not know that I was using one gun over the other, at least in the anti-armor version. All right, before we get to the second half of the test, let's just go over my build really quickly. It's just a standard rifleman build. I have all the rifleman perks maxed out along with tank killer and ground pounder for faster reloading. Tenderizer for extra damage, adrenaline for extra damage, and then bloody mess for extra damage, and then I have ricochet for a little bit of defense, and tormentor for crippling, although they die so quickly that doesn't seem to matter a whole lot. The plasma rifles are both the same. I mean, this is actually the same rifle. I just re-rolled it. I'm on a custom server. And it took a while to get the faster fire rate. So they're both vampires with faster fire rate and the same mods on the guns. They do have different third stars, but again, I'm not in VATS, so it doesn't really matter. And I probably won't be reloading either. All right, this is we're starting off with the Enclave first, and let's see how it does. There we go. Oh, level 100 this time. Okay. The area's been reset, so maybe it'll all reset. Oh, everything's going to be max level. Doesn't seem to die as quickly, but this is vampire versus anti-armor, so still quickly. And of course, with it being vampire, there's not a whole lot of chance that I'm going to die. It's possible, but oh, okay, that one's not max level. Let's see, I'm being shot. Oh, okay, there we go. Level 100. Okay, we're getting more. All max level this time. Okay. That's how resetting works. Okay. But still, everything seems to die really quickly. Even being a vampire rather than anti-armor. So that's good. We'll see if that holds true for the other gun as well. Everything dies quickly with this, though. Maybe takes an extra round here and there. But I would say for the most part... Yeah, I would say for the most part, Vampire is just fine. And this really wasn't meant to be a comparison between, you know, Vampire and Anti-Armor. I would say typically the way people are going to run these guns is either for damage, like Anti-Armor or Bloodied, but I'm full health, so I'm not going to be using Bloodied, or just for survivability with Vampire. So I figured I would test both directions of the gun. Alright, so that seems to be this area cleared out. Let's go to the next area. And for that, we will switch over to the regular plasma and see how it does. Now, if there was going to be a noticeable difference, this is where I would expect it. Whereas we're not doing for pure damage, I would expect the difference to show up here between the two guns. But so far, everything seems to be dying rather quickly. Again, we may use an extra round here and there. But I would say, for the most part, a regular plasma will serve you just fine. At least as far as flamers go. Now, I can't really test anything else because I don't have an Enclave that's really equipped any other way. All I have is I have a nice flamer one, and I've never been able to locate a nice automatic. Oh, this guy left him alive for some reason. But yeah, between Ricochet and having a vampire weapon, especially this one, you're going to be very difficult to kill. And my armor is just, I didn't show it, but my armor is just a mix of Secret Service pieces. It's nothing crazy special. Mostly it's what I have because I got sick of rolling armor, because legendary crafting in this game is not so great. Yeah, I think I've killed everything. And there you have it. By my eye, both guns felt pretty much the same. I really couldn't tell a difference between how quickly enemies were dying with one over the other. So, and that's with anti-armor and vampires. So I would be curious to know what other people think or what your experience has been. But I'd say if you really want to go with a plasma gun and you haven't gotten that great Enclave plasma drop yet, go ahead and roll a regular plasma. You probably won't be able to tell the difference. I hope you found this video informative or entertaining or both. If you did, please hit one of the buttons down below, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.